Hi, my name is Valeria Mendoza and I will present you the different types of audience presentations and how to do an effective presentation. First, I'm going to talk about the 15 graphic elements to be used in a presentation. First one, pictures. Your image or video can help you save words. Remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words. 2. PowerPoint and slides. You need to create your PowerPoint slides with relevant and simple information. Use graphs, diagrams, cameras if you want to record your presentations. Also microphone, posters, keywords, phrases, coloring presentations, fonts, board, projector, audio, and videos. Well, the relationship of planning. First, determine the purpose of your presentations and identify your own objectives. Before you start, you have to know exactly what you want to make known and what your audience will take from you. You can also be guided by the following questions. What are the key points that you want your audience to understand? After they hear you, do you want them to do something specific? And if it's yes, what? What is the best way to prepare and deliver your presentation so that it achieves specific goals? For example, the objective of this presentation is to demonstrate the knowledge I acquired in this module. 2. Know your audience and what it knows. Each viewer is different, and times you will have to face an heterogeneous audience with different interests and levels of knowledge. If you are prepared for this audience, you will be a great presenter. My audience in this case is my teacher and the people who look for my video on YouTube to find out how to make an effective presentation. They probably already know some steps, and what I will try is to explain in a simple way. 3. Define your topic. Defining your theme will make you know which points you are going to define and which ones you should say. If you use a complicated theme, be sure to guide your audience. Well, my topic is how to do an effective presentation and the types of audience and types of presentations. 4. Arrange your material in a way that makes sense for your objectives. The things that you will consider is main points to make, order these points logically, and reflect upon your own objectives and needs of audience regarding these points. In this case, I structured the way I was going to present the points and synthesize my information. 5. Compose your presentation. Your presentation must have an opening and closing. This is crucial since it will make a big difference between a good presentation and a better presentation. 6. Create visual aids. Creating visual aids and supporting information will make your audience better understand the topic and believe in it. Use diagrams, tables, images, audio, or video, among others. I will attach my slides on Blackboard so you can see them. 7. Practice your presentation for yourself in an empty room or in front of a mirror. One recommendation is that you record yourself so that later you analyze the video and modify the mistakes you have or better other opportunities. Before making this presentation, I was practicing in front of a mirror my information as a body language to commit fewer mistakes. 8. Make necessary adjustments. Make adjustments in your presentation if after doing it you think that something is missing or that you want to complement the slide a little bit more. 9. Analyze the room where you will give in your presentation. It's necessary that days before your presentation, check the technical aspects such as lighting, microphone volume, projector, audio system, among others, so that everything goes well. And finally, practice again. Practice as many times as necessary. Practice will make your presentation perfect. Remember that you have to feel positive, confident, and satisfied. Well, I'm gonna tell you the types of presentation. The first one is informative presentation. As its name says, it seeks to inform audience about a topic or an event. It's divided into report and explain. An example of this type of presentation could be the Tech Talks by TED. Persuasive presentations. You want your audience to do something specific by yourself, support an idea, or change an attitude or perspective on something. Example: a seller of real prestige tries to convince its customer that their pots are the best on the market with the object of buying them. Goodwill presentations. Its objective is to make people feel better or improve the reputation of a company, people, colleges, or superiors. Multi-purpose presentations. It's when your presentation will have more than one purpose. For example, you can use dinner party for employees to give an award. Instructional presentations. This is the forum you will want to use make presentations to deliver new knowledge on specific directions or even order. By the end of your presentation, your audience should have learned new skills or something they didn't know before. Arousing presentations. In this type of presentations, you are managing emotions in order to make the audience more open and receptive to the topic. In this presentation are two word keys that are important: sincerity and enthusiasm. Another presentation is decision-making presentation. It has to present ideas, suggestions, and strong arguments to persuade people to do what you are asking them to do. And also exist other presentations. There are types of presentations that try to achieve a specific goal. For example, sales presentations, a combination of arousing and decision-making presentations. Now I'm gonna talk about types of audience. Exist 4 types of audience. The first one is unaware. This type of audience, they have little or no information about the subject. It's important that don't overestimate your audience, because we are sometimes we forced to believe that some things are common knowledge and for all, and we speak the subject, and the audience don't know about the subject. Here you should offer basic information and establish why it's important to know about this topic. If our topic is about the different types of disease and our audience doesn't know them, we will be creating confusion in them. B. Indifferent. There are times when public may know something about the subject that we are presenting, and maybe they are not interested in learning more. A basic issue that we all know is about the environment, but there are people who are not yet aware of the damage that is done, and if we present images, videos, or terms, we can change their perspective. Third one, favorable. In this case, your audience is more likely to agree with you and your opinion. An example is that if we inform the audience about the addiction that exists, they know perfectly well the damage they cause and the consequence that these addictions have. Then there is a risk that they will not interest in the presentation. This may change if you show more interest in data that attracts his attention. And the last one, unfavorable. We could say that is the most difficult audience that you can face. They are predisposed to disagree with you, that's what you say, and what you should do is, in this case, try to go slower than usual to convince them and start with something they can agree, and then move to new ideas. There exists 4 communication skills. The first one is Verbal communication is face-to-face by telephone, radio, television, or another media. The second one is non-verbal communications. This is about body language, gestures, how we dress or act, and our accent. The third one is written communications. The example of this skill is letters, emails, books, magazines, internet, and social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, or Snapchat. And the last one is visual, like the video, graph, charts, logos, or another visual communication that exists. Well, all habits must be carried out in order to give relevant information to an audience. The habit that I need to improve is to practice more the subjects that I plan to present and how to handle the questions and answer section to interact a little more with the public, since I usually keep quiet because I don't know how to respond. The three habits that I think I have is know my ball, create the final draft, and arrive early, because I think that these three habits are the most important to do an effective presentation. And well, that's all. Thank you for for seeing my presentation.